Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Sheu, a dermatologist in the US, and I want to talk Dollar Tree skincare. I stopped by my local Dollar Tree and I picked up the Dermasil Hydra Serum, which is supposed to be a dupe for Drunk Elephant's B-Hydra Intensive Hydrating Serum, a peptide serum, which is a so-called dupe for the Ordinary's Multi-Peptide Serum with copper peptides, and Dermasil's Whipped Recovery Cream, which is supposed to be like Drunk Elephant's LaLa Retro Whipped Cream. And because I love Vaseline's body balm, I picked up an Extra Care Body Balm Jelly Stick. These four items were $1.25 each. So my total for this entire purchase was just $5.46, including tax. That total is less than I usually spend on any single skincare item other than Dove Beauty Bar or lip balm. My original goal was to use just these four items, plus Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar to wash my face and a sunscreen for 30 days, but I failed. First, let's talk about the Dermasil Hydra Serum. The packaging looks a lot like the Drunk Elephant B-Hydra Serum, so I can see why this was called a dupe, but the similarities end at just the superficial stuff. This is the ingredients list for the Dollar Tree version, and this is the ingredients list for the Drunk Elephant version. The original Drunk Elephant version has more botanical extracts. I don't think that's necessarily better, but it is a difference, and also more humectants like sodium hyaluronate too. Humectants you'll see often in skincare products include things like hyaluronic acid and glycerin. They're good at keeping moisture on your skin. This Dollar Tree product, it feels like straight up water. My skin doesn't feel any less dry or tight after the initial wet feeling of putting the product on. Once that goes away, my skin pretty much feels the same as it did before. So I need to layer other moisturizers on top. I don't think this should be called a dupe for the Drunk Elephant product. The packaging looks similar, but that's pretty much where the similarities end. I consider them to be pretty different products. Next, the Skin Nutrition Botanicals Multi-Peptide Anti-Aging Serum. This is the ingredients list in this serum versus in the ordinary. Again, similar vibes, name and packaging, but their ingredients lists are pretty different too, just like with the first product. There are a lot of differences, but since this is a peptide serum, I'll highlight the differences in the peptides. I go into more detail on topical peptides, including a deep dive into the clinical research studies, so check out that video if you want to learn more. Both products have palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7, which is part of Matrixyl 3000, and palmitoyl tripeptide 38, which is also known as Matrixyl Synth 6. I assume they both have copper tripeptide 1 or GHK copper. The ordinary lists copper tripeptide 1 specifically, but the Dollar Tree version just says copper peptide. Each product has a handful of peptides the other one doesn't have. For example, the Ordinaries has acetylhexapeptide 8, also known as argireline, and also has palmitoyl tripeptide 1, which is the other half of Matrixyl 3000, versus the Dollar Tree version has palmitoyl tripeptide 5, which is a less studied peptide that's also called Syncol. Overall, I prefer the peptide blend in the Ordinaries product, but the Dollar Tree version isn't bad. Concentration wise, you can get a clue from the colors of these products. The Ordinaries product is blue. The 1% concentration of copper peptides in this product naturally gives it a blue color. You'll find the same deep blue color in another peptide product I like, Maylove's Peptide Squad. But the Dollar Tree, copper peptide is on the ingredient list, but it's completely clear. The CosRx 6 peptide booster serum, which also has copper tripeptide 1 on the ingredients list, is clear too. We'll never know how much copper peptide is actually in these products, but the clear color of these products makes me wonder if the concentration is significantly less. Next up is the Dermasil Whipped Recovery Cream. I had high hopes for this one, but it was one of my biggest disappointments. It was supposed to be like Drunk Elephant's LaLa Retro, just $60 cheaper. But even before looking at the ingredients list, trying it on my skin, this does not feel elegant and this does not make me feel like a princess. It just kind of sits there on my skin and it doesn't really want to rub in or absorb. Looking at the ingredients list, I can see why. You've got petrolatum, mineral oil, and dimethicone. It's waxy, versus LaLa Retro has a blend of different oils, including baobab and marula oils, plus ceramides. It's not petroleum and mineral oil based. And whether you're pro or anti-Vaseline, again, it's just not a dupe. The packaging looks similar, but that's pretty much it. Quick note, I am not anti-Vaseline. I think that's a social media thing right now to be anti-Vaseline for skin. I think it's a great occlusive if you need one for things like slugging, but I don't necessarily want to use a modified Vaseline product as my daily moisturizer. And finally, I have the Extra Care Revitalizing Body Balm Jelly Stick, which looks pretty much the same as my beloved Vaseline Body Balm. Both have super short ingredients lists, 6 in the Dollar Tree stick and 7 in the name brand Vaseline stick. But out of those 7 ingredients, only 2 are the same, petroleum or tocopherol or vitamin E. All the other ingredients are different. And you can tell when you use it. One thing I love about the Vaseline stick is that the formulation is super spreadable. It's easy to use as a lip balm. People might give you weird looks because it looks like you're using a glue stick, but who cares? It's super easy to apply to dry patches and it doesn't tug on your skin and lips when you use it. But the Dollar Tree version is really hard to spread unless it's warm, and nobody has time for that. I just want to apply it and go. It wants me to save even more money by not letting me use it in the first place, and it'll last forever since it doesn't transfer well onto my skin. So this was disappointment number 1 for me because before I tried it, I thought, how hard can it be to make a Vaseline stick? And the answer is, it must be hard. The Vaseline one is like Goldilocks. It keeps its shape, but it transfers really easily onto the skin without tugging. So before I tried any of these products, my goal for myself was to use just these products plus Dove Beauty Bar and a sunscreen for 30 days. And I made it 2 days because after using all this stuff, my skin felt greasy, but tight and dry at the same time, especially my super dry areas like my lower cheeks. They felt tighter and tighter every single day. And my skin just looked dull. So to compensate, I would just pile on more of the stuff, more pumps, more cream to compensate for how dry my skin felt over those 2 days versus some of my better creams, not necessarily much more expensive, just ones that I think are more moisturizing. A little bit goes a long way with those. Like my favorite inexpensive face moisturizer, Cetaphil Healthy Renew Night Cream, you can get it for around $15, and a little bit goes a long way with this one. It does smell like stinky cheese, but it does go away after 5 seconds. Here are my final thoughts on this experiment. Dollar Tree skincare is fine, but I wish the packaging wasn't so similar to products like Drunk Elephant, The Ordinary, or even Vaseline, because the products are so different. I feel like people will get tricked into thinking they're dupes for more expensive products, but they're not. The only one I thought was okay was the peptide serum. I like Maylove's and The Ordinary's peptide serums more, but this would be a good pick for someone who wants to try peptides, but they can't afford the more expensive stuff right now. For skincare beginners or people who are on a very tight budget or are new to skincare in general, these products are okay. But for people who are more established in the skincare game, I think they'll be disappointed like I was. I'm pretty picky though, since I am the Tiger Mama dermatology, like one of my patients said. I mentioned on my collagen peptides video that I save money by taking just half a scoop or 1 scoop of collagen peptides instead of taking 2 or 3 scoops companies recommend. One commenter thought that was funny since I'm a doctor and I should make enough money to take more, but if it's not evidence-based to take more, my feeling is always, why waste the money? I finished training to become a dermatologist when I was 31, and I had $300,000 in school loans when I graduated. I grew up poor too, so 80% of my life was spent on a very tight budget. Plus, many of my patients are barely able to afford their rent and groceries. So maybe the things that I chose this time didn't work out, but I'm going to get my butt back to Dollar Tree to find better options. So I'll see you at my next Dollar Tree video, and thanks for watching.